It was once considered a member of the watercress family, and one peppery taste of a nasturtium will tell you why. Nasturtiums are now in a class all their own. Smart Gardening correspondent Monica Guzza learns how these colorful blossoms enhance the menu and the garden.
Renee Shepherd of Renee's Garden Seeds is an expert on edible plants, and today we kind of want to specifically talk about edible flowers. And Renee, how do I really know which edible flowers are truly edible and which are not?
Well, I'm glad you asked because it's a good place to start in talking about the subject. It was with a little precautionary note, which is you really should only eat the flowers that you have grown yourself or they're clearly identified as edible at the store or in someone else's garden, because the standards for pesticides and herbicides are different for ornamentals and edibles.
So I can't go to the florist shop and pick out a bunch.
Absolutely. You really want to know where it came from. But having said that, the best way to have edible flowers, of course, is to grow them yourself.
So we have some beautiful borage right down here.
Borage is a wonderful flowering herb. For everyday edible flower use, the critical thing is just to pull the flower off its base. And as you can see, they're beautiful blue color and nice for decorating cakes or freezing in ice cubes or just dropping in a green salad or a fruit salad.
What do they taste like?
They have a faint cucumber-like flavor.
May I try?
Please do.
You're right, just a little bit of cucumber. So, and then we've got some other beautiful flowers down in here. And these also edible?
These are edible. They're common garden calendulas. It's a wonderful spring and fall flower with these bright, bright colors, and these are often used as a substitute for the color for saffron. Let me show you one of my favorite edible flowers, and it's a pretty common garden flower, nasturtiums.
Oh, yes, they're beautiful, and I have seen these on plates occasionally.
Well, you can actually grow them in your garden in probably 12 different colors from seed. They're easy to grow from seed, very reliable, and delicious. And the petals, and that's what you use, is the petals. You don't use the base of the flower or the stamens. You actually just pick off the petals. Tastes like, I would say, watercress with a hint of honey.
And then we've got an herb over here, don't we?
Right. Here are some flowers that have come from after our leafy cilantro that we used a lot in Mexican, Chinese food, went to seed and to flower, and then it's going to go to seed soon. But these flowers are really edible and quite delicious. They're a little milder than the leaves when you pick them for Mexican food. Just try these blossoms.
Okay, and awfully pretty too.
Yeah, they're pretty
beautiful.
Nice in salads. You could sprinkle these on tacos too if you wanted to.
Oh, those are lovely. And the beginning it tastes like cilantro, and then at the end it's almost parsley.
And what's nice about growing these in your garden or letting your herbs go to flower and then seed is this attracts beneficial insects and pollinators to your garden and butterflies. So there's a lot of reasons to let your herbs grow to flower if you don't use them all.
We've also got chamomile.
Oh, chamomile, the Peter Rabbit herb, I like to think of it, and it makes wonderful tea. That's really how you use it. It has an apple-like scent. It's so good you don't need to add anything. It's delicious.
You are making me hungry. We should go maybe make something with some of the flowers.
Oh, sure. I think that'd be fun.
Let's go to the kitchen.
Okay.
Well, Renee, we've gathered all of these beautiful edible flowers, and we're going to make some little sandwiches with it. But first, tell me what kind of flowers we have here.
Well, okay, we have a whole bunch of different ones, and they're all the ones we looked at in the garden earlier. So we've got our calendula petals.
Gorgeous.
And they're both yellow and orange ones in here. And we've got the blossoms from our cilantro.
Oh, those are so delicious.
3 different colors of petals from all different colors nasturtiums. Some of our chopped up fennel foliage, the borage little blue star flowers, the fennel flowers, some parsley. And here I clipped off with just a nip with my fingers all the really pretty pink blossoms from this little window box thyme I had.
That's beautiful.
So we can use those too.
And these are going to be tea sandwiches, correct?
Yes, blossom tea sandwiches.
Oh, I love the title.
Fun. I have done this with my niece and nephew for parties, and it's really fun to do with kids of any age.
Oh, good. That includes me too. So how do we put these together?
Well, it's pretty easy. This is a cream cheese spread, and you can certainly use, and we are today, a prepared one from the supermarket with herbs in it. Or if you want to, you can make your own from a fresh cream cheese and chopped seeded cucumbers and maybe a dash of Tabasco and chopped chives or green onions, something really simple.
Really good.
It's spread on the bread, which is a little cocktail bread, then we've cut off the crusts and spread them on just maybe a teaspoon on each little square.
And when it comes, I see we've got some made up here. Is there specific flavors we're looking for, or are we just sort of decorating?
Well, these are all savory flavors. So, and they're all delicious. So any combination would be fine.
So
and
this is like finger painting, isn't it?
exactly.
Shall we start?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And this is just wherever you want to put things that catches your fancy and looks colorful.
Oh, and I love color.
And it's really easy to do.
Especially the borage. That's so pretty.
Yeah, well, my favorite are the pretty nasturtium blossoms. There's
Yes.
something about their little velvety brightness that really is pretty to me. And of course, the herb blossoms add a lot of flavor.
Oh, those are so beautiful.
There we go.
Try a little bit more. Now, for the true test, though, the taste test. Can I try
Okay,
one?
Please do.
Okay, let's see. I'm going to try this one right here. Those are wonderful. And you're right, the blossoms are very savory.
Good, I'm glad you enjoyed them.
Yes, I'm going to show this to my nieces, too. Thank you, Renee.
Sure.